Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Phil. We're sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends today, and while we're on the topic of being wrong about faction unity champs, it's time to revisit Losan K'leth. Now, Losan K'leth was released back in January, and I was lucky enough to pull him. Then he got nerfed, and I was very sad about it, and he kind of fell off for me. But there is the potential that I was very, very wrong about him. So today we're going to be taking him into live arena for 5 fights to see how he does. But first, we have to take a look at his build. So as far as gear is concerned, I stuck him in a Frostbite set. So the Frostbite set has a 15% chance to block freeze debuffs, and also a 10% chance to place a freeze debuff on the attacker. That's very important because we also went with a 5-piece Stone Skin build. I wanted to go with a 6-piece, but I couldn't find anything that really fit, especially since we were going to lose a lot of speed if we dropped Pinpoint in the accessories. So, you know, we have a 1-turn Stone Skin buff for him. He's pretty slow at 223. We're not going to be really running any sort of booster or anything with him. Or if we do, we're not expecting him to go first anyways. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give this an upgrade here, just because he kind of deserves everything that we have, right? But yeah, he's just going to be going slow, nice and tanky, so that he can fire off this A2. Real quick, click the link in the description to get a free Bambus as well as Ugo at level 15. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. This is where you'll find your free Bambus as well as Ugo at level 15. This gives you an insane start in Raid Shadow Legends, so click that link and let's crush this together. What does the rest of his kit do? On the A1, he attacks one enemy, has an 80% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be resisted if the target has attacked this champion before this turn. Awesome. On the A2 Spirit Calculus, the HP levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest HP. The turn meter levels of all allies will be brought up to the level of the ally with the highest turn meter. The HP levels of all enemies will be brought down to the level of the enemy with the lowest HP. The turn meter levels of all enemies will be brought down to the level of the enemy with the lowest turn meter, then places a taunt buff on this champion for 2 turns. This does not work on himself. However, it will also not trigger Marius when his passive says, you know, if someone tries to decrease his turn meter, he counterattacks. It won't trigger that passive. It's not technically a turn meter decrease, it's more of a turn meter balance. Then on the A3 here, Finality Disc, he attacks one enemy. Before attacking, transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target and heals this champion by 10% of their max HP. Heals by an additional 10% of their max HP for each debuff transferred. We'll always use this skill instead of the default skill when counterattacking. Then with one faction ally on the Knight's Revenant Unity, he before attacking also removes all buffs from the target enemy. This effect cannot be resisted if the target has attacked this champion before this turn. With 2 faction allies, we'll attack all remaining enemies with less than 30% HP. This attack will ignore 100% of each target's defense and cannot be critical. With 3 faction allies, this skill deals 100% more damage to enemies who have attacked this champion before this turn. Awesome stuff. Again, he's going to be in Stone Skin and Frostbite, which is going to be, you know, capitalizing on that part of his kit, right? Then on the Representation passive, every time this champion loses 25% HP or more from a single hit, places a block damage buff on the champion for 1 turn. Now that does not preempt the damage. He tanks the hit and then places the block damage on himself. Knight's Revenant Unity with 1 faction ally when attacked has a 15% chance of placing a True Fear debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. This debuff cannot be resisted. With 2 faction allies, ignore defense effects against this champion are decreased by 100%. That's insane. With 3 faction allies, when attacked has a 20% chance of activating an instant turn effect on this champion. Occurs once per skill. Now he is a bit hard to use because he has no AoE. He's not respectively a damage dealer. This Finality Disc does hit pretty hard, but he's not exactly a damage dealer. You really just want him for the A2. So that's why he's going to be the slowest one on our team, coming in 223 speed in Stone Skin so that he can be nice and survivable. And the Frostbite, of course, for a chance to crowd control. Let's go into live arena and see what he can do. Now, guys, by the way, happy Easter. Happy Easter. You're going to be seeing this on Easter Sunday. So happy Easter to you. All right. So we are not going first here. They are going to go first. We will see what their first pick is. We go with Arbiter. So that's perfect for us. We're going to do a go second style team here. Queen of Hearts is perfect for that. So we're going to take her. Who else should we take? I think we should also take, well, do we want a Fabian? Do we want an Armand? think we'll take Armons. Let's take the Armons. Armons will be good even on a go second team. I do need to put my Armons in Stone Skin, but that's not going to happen right now. And then we will also pick K'leth. K'leth is going to be great. Okay, so we're going to pick K'leth. They picked the cat before us. Interesting stuff. So let's also take, we probably need a turn meter filler. So we'll take Podreg, Grazur, and Nell. Interesting squad there. Very interesting squad. I'm tempted, actually, to bring Mithrala. Let's take Mithrala. As far as a go second team is concerned, that's pretty good. We'll ban the Arbiter. They ban the Podreg. Great. They're counting on me going second. There's the Wukong. Let's see what they've got. Maybe I should have left the Arbiter because of Queen's passive. Okay. They do go first. Pretty much as expected. Will they buff? Okay. No, they're not going to buff. They're going to try to debuff us. Okay. Awesome. Then the cat's going to come in with the Grinning Helix. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it. We totally lost. We totally lost here. Ouch. Hey, but the freeze proc. That's something. That's something. All right, let's do another battle here. See if our go second team can cut in. Oh, we can use our Cardinal. We can use our Cardinal. That is good. We do pick first this time. Let's first pick Arbiter. And kind of count on a similar kind of strategy to what we were using last time we tried him in Live Arena, which is just boost and then have him cycle your turns. We will be trying him with the Queen of Hearts. I think that's important. We will also take the cat. They took Armons. So we'll take Wukong and K'leth. I think that's the play here. That would be pretty cool. All right, so we're going to take Wukong there, and we're going to take K'leth. Good stuff. Probably going to ban the Harima because Harima counters the cat pretty hard, so let's do that. Who are they going to ban? Probably going to ban Arbiter. No, they banned the Wukong. Interesting. So we're going to go in with the Arbiter. Odd that they chose the Wukong. That's not what I expected. Not what I expected, but it is what happened. Let's see what we've got. All right, the Lazarius does outspeed us, which is fine, actually, because of the Queen, right? The Queen of Hearts here. All right, let's go ahead and buff strip with the True Fear. It's exactly what we like to see. Imperial Decree there. Ally attack the Arbiter. Good stuff. All right, we also lost our Stone Skin, which is unfortunate. However, we've got block damage. Oh, and he ignores block damage. Baron nuked us. The Baron nuked us. Keep going here. We've got to get a good representation of using K'leth in Live Arena, whether on go first teams or not. We might be able to use Cardinal with him. That is a possibility. We're going to go ahead. Let's first pick Arbiter again. We probably do still want our 2 turn meter boosters. And that's what makes him hard to use, right? We can use him instead of a Fabian. Fabian's kind of too good. He's kind of weird to slot into your team. He's not bad. He's just weird to slot into your team. Should I go Wukong, Podreg, cat, K'leth? Let's try that. There's a cat and K'leth. I have everyone sorted by champion tags now. All right. And then we're going to ban the Aostrid there. Lots of awakenings over there. It's a whale. Going to take Wukong's aura here. All right. We're going to go ahead and boost up. Good stuff. Cat gets a turn. That's good. Okay, perfect. We kill the Baron. We're going to kill the Thor and the Armons. Good stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and Spirit Calculus. Sweet. Opponent left the battle. There we go. That's what we like to see, guys. That's what we like to see, boys and girls. All right. So that's 1 that we won, 2 that we lost. First pick Arbiter again. It would be kind of cool if he had a stun as well on that skill, but, don't get greedy. Right. Don't get greedy. We're going to do pretty much the same team. I mean, no one picks that team. So we're going to try that again. There we go. I just want to get a very proper understanding of how each of these faction unity guys have affected my account. Ban the Aostrid. That's the speed booster. They ban the Arbiter. I'd take the Wukong. If I had a He-Man, I'd probably be using the He-Man, but I don't have a He-Man. But that's okay. We're going to use the Wukong instead. All right. We do get to go first. That is awesome. And we're going to go ahead and boost up just like that. We're going to go ahead and a 3 with the cat. Yeet. Nice. And then the cat's just going to nuke us. Cool. Ally attack. We're getting extra turns off the K'leth. Perfect. 2 for 2. Last one. Will he be the deciding factor? Mad Hatter Avatar. Guys, I pulled the Mad Hatter, and he has become one of my favorite Hydra champions. He's not even booked yet. He has become one of my favorite Hydra champions. I use him on my Kaldor team. Oh my goodness, he is awesome. Fabian. All right, we will take Arbiter and Wukong. Gonna do probably the same thing again. I've been debating putting my Podreg in my fastest gear. Sorry if I sound a bit hoarse. I've been literally streaming all day today. So there's the horse and the Siphi, Carolon and Nell. Interesting choices. All right, ban the Siph. Yeah, because we can turn meter balance without being scared here. Ban the K'leth. Interesting. Okay, so this fight's just gonna be a nothing fight because they banned K'leth, which means that they were scared of him. which means that he's good. Honestly, I think probably more extensive testing is needed to determine this guy. However, oh, Nell cut in. Interesting. She must be in a set or something that allows her to do that. Whoa, that was an animation. Okay, there we go. Counterattacks. Bam. Good stuff. Sheep. Please. Yes. Sheep the merriest. That is what we want. That is what we want. Let's go. Well, we will win this last fight. We will win this last fight. Good stuff. Good stuff from the cat. All right, guys, what do you think of Losan K'leth even after the nerf? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if I'm sleeping on him or what kind of build you would like me to try, what kind of build I should try. Guys, I have been Felrus, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. Once again, happy Easter.